This is my entry into a contest sponsored by DrOktöber here on YouTube. He wants us to show 3 soundtracks from our collection that are our favorites or are well loved for some reason, and I'm going to get right to it. This is an awesome one. Soundtrack to the movie Forbidden Zone. It was directed by Richard Elfman, brother of Danny Elfman of Oingo Boingo. Oingo Boingo, of course, plays a very prominent role in the soundtrack and in the movie. One of the greatest things ever made for screen, for the big screen. We used to watch this movie in college. This came out in 1983. We used to watch this when I was in college in the mid to late 80s, and it would scare the hell out of people. It was a black and white film originally. I know it has been colorized and available in a colorized version for years, but oh man, great, weird movie, brilliant, pretty hard to find vinyl soundtrack. Next up is a movie called The Edge of Hell, according to this soundtrack vinyl LP. Now this came out in 1987 and starred a friend of mine named Thor. The Thor band went under the name Tritones on this record. It's a very mysterious record. The original movie was released under the name Rock and Roll Nightmare. But my buddy Thor was in this movie. There he is there. And I don't know why it was released as Edge of Hell in this particular version here. This was made in France, I believe. I believe this is a French pressing. But for some reason, this title, which I looked it up on online, this Edge of Hell was the working title for this movie, which means like before the movie came out, they were calling it Edge of Hell. It became Rock and Roll Nightmare when it was actually released. But this soundtrack, 1987, The Edge of Hell, pretty hard to find. Great stuff on there, though. Great rockin' soundtrack. Now, just an honorable mention to that one. In 1986, Thor was in a movie called Recruits, which was basically like a Canadian version of the Police Academy movie. So he was in a movie called Recruits. This isn't an official soundtrack, but it is an album by Thor called Recruits with the movie soundtrack song on it. And then you'll see Thor and our buddy Rusty Hamilton, a.k.a. Pantera, a.k.a. Cherry Bomb. She's right there. If you've been to my live streams, she pops in every now and then. I have interviewed Thor on my channel as well. My buddy Steve Price and Mike Pavada here. Also, this is just a great band. Pick this up if you're a rock and roll fan. If you're a Thor fan, you really need to find that. That was just an honorable mention. Now, the last one. I'm not big, if you know me personally, you know I'm not like a big movie guy. I don't watch a lot of movies, but when I was a kid, I would watch movies just like anybody else, and I went to see a lot of movies at this dollar theater that was near my house. Well, probably about an hour walk from my house in Charlotte, North Carolina. I used to go see a lot of movies there. When I saw this movie, Crush Groove, at the Dollar Theater in the mid-'80s, I was blown away. This came out in 1985, I believe. I was blown away by this movie. It had Sheila E., Run DMC, Fat Boys, Curtis Blow, and the Beastie Boys. Now, this is the first time I'd ever seen the Beastie Boys, ever heard the Beastie Boys, and they were in it for about 20 seconds or something. I became an instant Beastie Boys fan, and I saw the movie 16 times in a row. I kept walking back to that theater for I don't know how many days or weeks it took me to see it 16 times, but I did watch it 16 times to see the Beastie Boys over and over again. And then I've started buying every Beastie Boys record I could get my hands on after that. So yeah, there's my 3 soundtracks with one honorable mention. DrOktöber, thank you for the opportunity to join your contest. Good luck. Everybody go over to that guy's channel and check it out. He's really fun to watch. Talk to you guys later.